What up, guys? Ooh, welcome back to Summer Pockets Reflection Blue. Dang, this title music always gets me. It's good. It's really good. Back to the Shy Umi row. Yes. I think I wanna. Yeah, I love it. Love it. My home is silent. I can't remember how long it's been since I stopped saying I'm home. And welcome back. And good morning. And let's eat. And good night. In this house, those phrases just compound my loneliness. I cook on my own. When it's too quiet, I turn on the TV. It doesn't really matter what program's on. All I want to hear is another person's voice. When I'm at school, I can chat with my friends. I have so much fun there. So when I get home, the desolation only grows deeper. Dang, is that Umi? Household. Who's Umi dad? Is it, if it is, then, well, what about her mom too? I had a weird dream. Not really sure why, but it put me in a somber mood. It was Umi peeking out. Huh? Umi, what are you doing in here so early? Oh, I forgot. That's right. Calisthenics? Oh, right. The radio calisthenics starts today. Apparently, Umi was really looking forward to them, so she came to wake me up early. Stifling a yawn, I headed over to the meeting place. This took place on the grounds of a kind of modestly sized shrine. A bunch of kids were already gathered there. The guardians were scattered about too. I didn't even know there were this many kids on the island. Omaera! Junbi wa ii ka? Oh! Koe ga chisai! Iku zo! Oh! Dai 1の体操、横隔膜の振動だ! Dai 2の体操、心肺機能強化だ。呼吸を止めて1秒、真剣な目。Like no one ever was. Somehow, this is pretty different from the radio calisthenics than I remember. Next to me, Umi was following along perfectly naturally. Can you actually keep up with this? She replied with a thumbs up. It's my first time, but maybe Umi visited this island last summer or something. Sorry. This guy's kind of scary. And wait, we're not using a radio at all. Their exercise is finished, and the leader stamped everyone's cards. Wait, this? Along with the stamp, he handed me a shrimp about the size of my palm. God, holy crap, it's moving! The shrimp is definitely still alive. Umi got a few too. I get it now. Those really are some incredible radio calisthenics. I finally understood what Kyoko-san meant. Oh, so that's what Umi-san, this is where Umi get her ingredients from. The radio calisthenics. Cause that's what she makes shrimp fried rice. With the radio calisthenics finished, I returned home. It was still early in the morning. Another long day stretched out ahead of me. By the way, what should I do with these shrimp? They were wriggling around on the plate we set on the table. You mean we should eat them? How? I tilted my head questioningly. Suddenly, Umi grabbed onto one of the shrimp. She held it in both hands. Hey, what are you? She ate the shrimp raw? What? Ah! She plucked the very much still alive living shrimp head right off. Kyoko-san! Umi! The shrimp!
あらまあ、ラジオ体操でもらってきたのね。私も一匹いただいていい？オッケー。それじゃあ、生きがいいうちに。
Kyoko-san plucked her head right off, too. Huh? What is this? What's with all the violence here?
踊り食い。頭をもいだら足と殻を剥がすの。そしてここ身の断面にある背わたの端を引っ張れば美味しく食べられるわ。
She had out the tender-looking, well-colored raw shrimp. But it's still moving, you know.
踊り食い。
Umi, who finished shelling his shrimp, held it up proudly.
さあ、ハイリ君もどうぞ。
What? No way, I can't just pull off a living shrimp's head.
これあげる。
Seeing me flinch away, Umi offered me the shrimp she cleaned up a moment ago.
食べれる？
Thanks. If it's like this, I can't. Yeah.
ダメよ、海ちゃん。
Damn, Kyoko sounds like their mom. Damn, that's funny. Umi's like his little sister. As I was about to accept it, the exchange was vetoed.
食べるということは命をいただくということ。その重みを知ることは大切なことよ。
No, I mean, in theory, sure. But you buy chicken and pork and stuff prepackaged in the store, right?
あら、鶏も豚もいるわよ。
Crap. If I let this conversation go any further, I'm going to end up roped into doing something I can't take back. Right, thanks for the tutorial. Let's get shelling. For the sake of my own inner peace, I grabbed a shrimp. On that day, I learned the value and flavor of life. Sweet, tender, and absolutely delicious. That's funny as hell. After breakfast. So, Kyoko-san, about the shed cleanup.
まだ大丈夫だから、のんびりしてていいわよ。
Once again, I was quickly rejected. Am I ever going to get help? Am I ever going to help? What do I even come here for? If I don't find something to do today, I might die of boredom. For the moment, though, it was too quiet in the house. I turned on the TV.
今日、ちょっと行かない？
Umi asked about my plans for once. Is there somewhere you want to go?
やっぱり。
What's up with that? I thought she went to the trouble of asking and all. I realized it was a sign that she wanted me to take her somewhere. But she was emitting a don't ask anything else sort of aura. A difficult age for sure. Well, if there really is somewhere she wants to go, I'm sure she can make it on there. She can make it there on her own. I didn't come here to babysit after all. Though I still had Umi in my mind, I turned my attention back to the TV. Not that there was anything in particular I wanted to watch. Maybe because I woke up so early in the radio calisthenics, but I was getting really sleepy. Umi was sort of staring at me again, but sleepy. I was asleep, but my mind was racing. It was as vivid as the sort of dream you see during REM sleep. So, this must be a dream then.
どうしたんですか？
Oh, hey. Welcome back.
ただいまです。何か話してましたね。独り言ですか？
No, to this girl here.
バイクと喋ってたんですか？
No, that's not what I meant. To the girl standing in front of the bike.
いないですよ。また変なこと言わないでください。うわ、いきなり？やっぱり誰かいるんですか？
Of course not. Don't worry.
そうですか。
And the butterfly. I opened my eyes. Another dream about Umi. And the Umi in my dreams really was different from the one I know in real life. She was pretty level-headed for her age, but somehow it felt like she was keeping a certain distance from me. I wonder why that Umi keeps showing up in my dreams. My desires? Maybe it means I wish Umi would be more like that. In other words, this means... Oh! What the fuck? What did it take? 180 degrees? Or whatever you call it. Lowly Law, Parallel World? What the fuck are these choices? Alright, let's choose the first one. Oh god. No! I'm glad. Alright, what's the other one? Love. Oh, ugh. I don't know about that. I don't even care if she's a second cousin. I don't know, man. That's kind of... I don't know. Hikaru Genji plan. What the fuck is that? Hikaru Genji plan. What the hell is this? Come on, man, make it fit. There we go. Let's see. Wait, what does this mean? He strategically brings Lady Akashi, their daughter, Princess Akashi, to Kyoto. He then has Princess Akashi adopted Lady Murasaki, ensuring she is raised with suitable environment. So he's grooming her. Okay. Later, Akashi Hime becomes a consort, and eventually the Empress, fulfilling Genji's ambition. Murasaki's adopted, right? Genji also takes an interest in Murasaki. To his beloved Murasaki. Wait a minute, who the fuck's Murasaki? Hold on. He certainly brings Lady Akashi and their daughter Akashi to Kyoto. Wait a minute, this is getting fucking confusing as fuck. Alright, so he has a daughter. No. Wait a minute. He brings Lady Akashi and their daughter. Okay, he has a daughter with Lady Akashi. Their daughter. Six interest in Murasaki, a young girl due to resemblance to his beloved Murasaki. His guardian is hesitant. What does this mean? What does this mean? What is this? Wait a minute! Oh, this is kind of weird. Wait. What the fuck is this? He wanted his daughter to be the next empress? He invited Lady Akashi. Wait a minute. Wait. The girl later became a consort of the crown prince and eventually his empress. What? Oh, what the fuck? Hey, back it up. I'm going with alien invasions. Could it be that while I was asleep, my mind's being invaded by a parallel world? And that means Umi's in danger! The AU Umi plotting is replace her. What am I even saying? I must be tired or something. Not that I've done anything to tire myself out. I've been witness making an idiot of myself. Huh? Oh, it's that late? I look at the clock and it was already about noon. I've been asleep a lot longer than I thought. Anything in particular you want to eat? Fried rice again? Alright, I'll make up for yesterday. Time for a comeback. Here you go, Umi. Comeback fried rice. I set down a plate piled high with fried rice in front of Umi. It smelled good. It didn't look bad either. Compared to yesterday, that is. How's today attempt? It only went up by 1. She didn't finish it today either. Yeah, though it doesn't look like it suited Umi taste. Fine with me, though I'm not sure I recommend it. Without wasting a second, Kyoko-san grabbed a spoonful of comeback fried rice. Wait, seriously? Oh god. I turned to face Umi, who was watching TV. Umi, I'm so sorry for making you eat that stuff. Umi gave me a thumbs up as if to say, no problem. That's funny. After finishing that confidence-shattering meal, I was again left with nothing to do. I'm sure Kyoko-san went back out to the shed. Umi was sprawled gracelessly in front of the electric fan, napping. Speaking of which, I heard some people say that sleeping with an electric fan on can cause you to die in your sleep. What? I do that every night! I have an electric fan right there! What? She curled in a ball and shivered. The constant breeze was giving her a chill. I decided to cover up with a blanket. Right then, I paused to think. For the moment, there was no sign that I'd be called to help with the shed cleanup anytime soon. So, what should I do with all this free time? I decided to set a goal for myself, even if it was an insignificant one. Damn, dude, I like all three. Finding a girlfriend is nice, but we did that like all the time in the normal route. Finding a best friend is alright, but Ryochi's already our best friend. And I guess Tenzin, Ao, and Nomiki. So let's learn how to cook. Let's become Archer or Shiro from Fate Stay Night. That's it, Chowhan. I'll get so good at making it, even Umi would say it's delicious. But where would I even start? Unfortunately, I was starting from absolutely zero when it came to the fundamentals of cooking. If I keep screwing around and making amateur mistakes, I end up suffocating under a mountain of unique food. After learning the value of life this morning, I can't bring myself to treat food lightly. At times like this, there's nothing you can do but beg someone to teach you. That's the best shortcut for sure. But who should I ask for help? Can you hear me? Dude, what the heck? My mic was working fine for like 4 hours straight. Yeah, 4 hours. I was streaming Umi and Musume before I started playing Summer Pocket, and it was working fine. It just suddenly stopped now for no reason. I don't know why. I can't afford to be picky. I grabbed the key to the cub. I'm gonna ask someone to teach me how to make fried rice. So, long story short, I want you to teach me the trick of making good fried rice.
なんで私に?
Because I have faith in you.
いや、私の何を知ってるわけ?
You kind of just look like you probably know how to cook. You look good in an apron and all. What the hell? Isn't that,
まあ、こう見えても家
sexist?
庭的って言われるし、チャーハンもよく作るわ。
Great, that's promising for sure. Would you mind demonstrating for me?
あんたのためにエプロンつけて料理を。それって、デザートは私っていうつもり?
What? Sorry, but I'm really struggling to understand how your mind could pivot into lewd mode that quickly.
なんでもないわ。忘れて。で、チャーハンのコツよね。っていうか、基本的なことしか教えられないわよ。
Just that much is plenty. Please do.
じゃあ、まず中華鍋を用意して。
We only have frying pan.
諦めなさい。
Wait, no, give me advice on seasoning and stuff like that.
チャーハンを舐めないで。
She got curt with me.
チャーハン? まあ、それなりに作ってるぜ。
Dude, you want to do all of them? I want to do all of them. But I'm going to stick with Chowhan. Restore my throat. Really? That's promising. Oh yeah, by the way, this game convinced me to eat fried rice for the rest of the week. So I did grocery shopping this week, and all I got was rice. I already have soy sauce and sweet soy sauce at home. That's what I use for seasoning. I use soy sauce and sweet soy sauce. I already have black pepper at home. I got all the seasoning at home already. I got MSG already. I don't know if I'm going to use MSG though. But for meat, I have uncured, nitrate-free pork, sliced pork, and nitrate-free bacon. I'm gonna make pork and bacon greased up. I'm gonna cook them first. Put the rice in, soy sauce, sweet soy sauce, other seasonings. I might do. I probably won't do other seasoning. Put the pepper in. Yup. I'm gonna make myself fried rice.
チャーハンは男の料理だからな。
Hell yeah.
まずは服を脱いで。
Think I skipped that step.
でも鍋振るときに袖が邪魔だぞ。
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Cooking in a nude totally unhygienic, right? Is it?
裸エプロンは
Or a completely different conversation? We know that grin and fist bump.
で、チャーハンの作り方だったな。とりあえず中華鍋を用意だ。
I only have a frying pan though.
じゃあ無理だな。
Can't I just make it up with the seasoning?
それはチャーハンじゃなく焼き飯だ。
Damn. The difference being?
チャーハン舐めちゃダメだぞ。
Are you kidding me? Tenzin next. Yep,
前
Tenzin.
提として
I don't want to walk.
お前何を作る気なんだ。
Fried rice, like I said.
まずは道具を揃えろ。
Why is everyone on this stupid island so strict about fried rice? Right. Uzi beg for advice next. Is there any way I could make do with a frying pan?
どうしていきなり土下座だ？
Because you're my last hope.
フライパンでチャーハンか。本来なら打喝すべき提案だな。
Random thought, do the islanders here just really hate frying pans?
目玉焼きのためにフライパンは必要だ。
Right? So anyway, back to fried rice.
チャーハンに大切なのは熱量だ。フライパンでも限界まで熱すればなんとかなるだろう。
Oh, I get it. Finally some actual useful advice.
持ち手が熱くて持てなくなるまで火にかけるんだ。
How am I supposed to cook it then?
タオルなりグローブなりを使えばいいだろう。
I see. She's talking about an iron cast skillet fried pan or something, right? Any other tricks for seasoning it or whatever?
味付けには好みがあるから一概には言えない。ただそうだな、白羽のチャーハンが一番美味しかった。
Shiroha does.
彼女の家は昔食堂をやってたんだ。歓迎会をやった食堂、あそこだ。
Huh, really?
白羽のチャーハンはその店の味を受け継いでいる。本気でチャーハンを作りたいのなら白羽に聞くといい。
Thanks. That's a huge help. That was the best lead I got in all day. I just had to find Shiroha and everything would work out, probably. Let's see. Okay. I want to go back and use the other choices, but we do that later. I rode the cub from the east side of the island to the west, searching for her. North to south. A full circuit around the perimeter. But I just couldn't seem to find her. Not at the pool either, huh? The pool was where we first met. When I really think about it, we never actually had a proper conversation. Would she teach a guy she barely knows how to make fried rice? Or would she shout "Doskoi" and run away again? I can worry about that once I actually find her. I just have to keep looking, for now. Nothing else I can do. In the end, I spent the whole day riding around the island without running to Shiroha even once.
どこ行ってたの？
Huh? I was just out searching for Shiroha.
プロポーズ？
Nope, to ask her to teach me how to make fried rice.
おお、
According to Numiki, she makes the best fried rice on the island.
それは楽しみ。
Right? I'll make something tasty for you. Just wait and see.
うん。
Made me look unusually excited. her eyes sparkling. After dinner, I heard eerie music come from the TV. It was one of those typical summertime ghost story programs. Umi face stiffened as she watched the low quality and blurry, but still terrifying footage.
お分かりいただけただろうか。
Umi, look, a ghost! Umi fled into the corner of the room. She grabbed a cushion and barricaded herself behind it. Is it really that scary? This stuff's all made up, you know.
呪い甘く見るな。
Huh? Don't say freaky stuff like that. She's gonna get me scared too.
それではもう一度ご覧いただこう。
Umi buried her face into the cushion and trembled. I bet it would really freak her out if I shouted right now. You know I'm an asshole. I figured she'd be surprised, but her reaction was beyond my expectation. She ran circles around the room, shrieking all the while and crying. Sorry, I didn't think you'd be that scared. She punched my back repeatedly, still crying. It felt so pleasant, my guilt was supplemented by an odd feeling of contentment. I'm sorry, I just had to do it. That night, I had an unusually hard time falling asleep. Ugh. Just when I thought I was drifting off, I was wide awake again. The process repeated over and over. After fading in and out of who knows how many times, I felt a presence by my pillow. A presence? I snapped my eyes open. Ghost.
おしっこ。
Oh, it's you, Umi. For a second, I thought she was a ghost. I almost freaked out. Wait, you need to go pee. What? Can't you go on your own?
トイレ怖い。
Still scared from that ghost show, huh? Well, kids are just like that sometimes. Okay, yeah, I'll go with you. Just hold it in a little bit longer. Creak, creak. Oh, hold on. I gotta... It helps me keep the timer. That way I at least see. The old floorboard creaked loudly as we walk across them. Because tomorrow's a work day. I gotta make sure to get in bed early. Or not early, on time I guess. Kinda creepy, huh? Umi was clinging to me as we walked. Her body heat was actually kinda reassuring. I'd be scared to go alone too. Believe it or not, I absentmindedly whispered to myself. What did he do? He just whispered to himself. Another nice massage. Just a joke. Sorry, I shut up now. We walked in silence. Yeah. I felt something gross under my foot. What did I just step on? Probably a bug or something. It was so dark I couldn't see. Which was probably for the better, actually. It was glaring reproachfully at me. I guess she thought I was trying to scare her again. Don't worry, it's nothing. Come on, let's hurry. Seriously, what did I just step on? We made it to the toilet, and she finished her business. You can sleep easy now, right? Good night.
おやすみ。
I made my way to my room and crawled back into bed. The hell? Something's in here with me! A ghost! Me again.
ここで寝る。
This looked like your bed to you. Go back to your own room and sleep on your own futon.
くー。くー。
Come on, I know you're faking it.
一人で寝れない。
Why? Still scared? Guess sleeping alone is a tall order when you're terrified. You need to stop being so childish. I don't know. Isn't she acting her age? Except she is a child, I guess. And while I was correcting myself, she actually started lightly snoring. Hey, come on, you seriously planning on sleeping here? Yeah, she's totally asleep. Seriously? She was sleeping so peacefully, I started to wonder if she really been scared in the first place. Now I'm the one who can't sleep. Looks like I've been spending the night tossing and turning. I noticed a sweet scent come from Umi, like how a baby smells. It must be from the soap she uses. It was a mysteriously calming, familiar sort of smell. I laid there next to Umi and felt my eyes begin to close. Before I knew it, the soft sound of her breathing lulled me to sleep. Alright, I'm so curious. Can I do the other ones really quick? The girlfriend and the best friend? Let's do that real quick. It's gonna be a whole ass scene though, so. Let's do a girlfriend first. It would set my feelings. Oh god. Oh. Oh wow. No matter what, he choose fried rice. I thought you did a whole ass scene for that. We're a best friend. Yeah, fried rice. Okay, okay. So I chose the right choice, fried rice. We attended the morning radio calisthenics once again. I got up earlier than normal and couldn't stifle a yawn. But the whole thing felt kind of nostalgic. Up until last year, I got up early during some vacation to attend morning club practice after all. Uni was brimming with motivation.
お前ら準備はいいか行くぞ
So. Oh.
二日酔いに響く第一の体操横隔膜の振動だうわーうわ二日酔いに響く
Can you just take the day off? Huh? What's up?
牛さんと猫さん
Tsumugi and Shizuku? The cow and the cat? Where? Oh, yeah! Nice! Tsumugi and Shizuku. Oh. All right. Oh, no kidding. A cat and a cow were participating in radio calisthenics. What are those? What are called? Kigurumi or whatever?
猫さん体操上手尻尾を引っ張ってはいけません
Boing, boing, boing.
牛さんのおっぱい大きいあなたのおっぱいも将来が楽しみね
Oi. It was Tsumugi and Shizuku-san. Is he showed up for this too? Huh?
おお高原さんおはようございます
Hello.
おはようパリくんおはようございます
Even as she greeted them, Umi couldn't take her eyes off of their outfits. Those clothes, you're cosplaying or something?
パジャマよ
You know, most people don't walk around outside in their pajamas, right?
島の人はよく寝巻きのままで新聞を外まで取りに来たりしますよ
I guess, yeah. But they don't do radio calisthenics in them, do they?
先入観にとらわれてはいけません。ないと思うからないのであって、本当はあるのかもしれないです。
How philosophical are you?
本当は紬が寝ぼけてこの格好のままラジオ体操に来ちゃったの。もぎゅしずくバラさないでください。
Never mind. Looks like she's just a clumsy girl putting on a serious front. I get it, Tsumugi overslept, but what about you, Shizuku-san?
似合ってません？
It absolutely suits you. Nothing could suit her better at a number of meaning.
夏が少し私を大胆にしたみたいです。
Walk around in your pajamas? I guess you could call that bold in a certain sense of a word. Right now, I can only see you as a cow, though.
猫触ってもいい？
Umi was eagerly fidgeting.
はいどうぞ。あでも尻尾はダメです。
No detail.
猫さんは尻尾を引っ張られると。
Tsumugi abruptly you let out a yell. The only kids were happily tugging away at the cat's tail.
あらあらダメですよ。
That's her weak point.
いろいろ食い込んじゃうんだって。
Oh! What? What? The conversation took a surprisingly stimulating turn. That plus the glamorous cow over here made a pair of unexpectedly lewd animals. What? What is it, witch? Her butts? I can't think of that. Radio calisthenics finished, and we went home for breakfast. You made like a wedgie? Yesterday, we received shrimp as a participation reward. And today, we got cured fish, huh? It was a flounder the size of my hand. I'm just glad it's not
あ
alive.
らまあ、今朝は魚なのね。
Kyoko-san, morning. You might as well have this for breakfast, right?
私はいつでも食べられるから、それは二人で食べていいわ。焼くだけでいいから、そう失敗することもないでしょうし。
Really? I'll go ahead and do that then. You want some umi? I tried to cook up 2 portions of the cured fish. But even just heating up simple food like this is easier said than done. Do I need to oil the pan? Yeah. When push comes to shove, I was surprisingly helpless. They don't strike the oil when they cure it, right? I have this image in my head that people just slap fish right on the grill. Oh, yeah, it's like making salmon, right? All you do is like just put the meat. I would do a little bit of olive oil, right? And then put like the salmon meat on. And then you don't have to flip it over. It's what I was told, or when I Google it, I flip it over just to be safe. You don't want to fry it too much. If you fry it too much, it gets dry, real dry. Ah, the skin totally stuck on the pan. Dang, he didn't put oil. The skin! The skin! In a mere moment, the cured fish was reduced to a pitiful state.
ゴロゴロ。
Umi sadly peeked into the frying pan. Don't worry, it still tastes good, I think. They may have been baseless, but my words were still encouraging. To me, that is.
いただきます。
Umi nibbled dubiously at the fish. No good?
うまい。
Really? Phew. I was relieved.
時は身の方から
Huh? Really?
なんとなく。
Alright, I'll try that out next time.
うん。
Oh, yeah. Just like a salmon, dude. Oh, that's why you don't want to flip it. But its skin? I'd do it anyway. Make sure. With a little nod, Umi dug into her fish. Looks like she really likes it. I felt kind of accomplished. I'll try some too. Munch. The flesh was tender and perfectly salted. It really was delicious. After breakfast, Kyoko-san called out to me for a change.
悪いんだけど、蔵の方ちょっと手伝ってくれる？
Ooh, can I really? I didn't think I'd finally get to help today, so I was almost touched.
急で悪いんだけど、
Nah, I mean, that's what I came here for. At a glance, the inside of the shed didn't seem to have changed at all since I saw it on the first day. Looking a bit closer, I got the feeling that some stuff had been shifted around a bit, so it was as disorganized as ever.
ちょっと物を移動しないと整理ができなくなってきたのよ。
No surprising there. With this much stuff packed in there.
あそこに古い本の山があるんだけど、一度外に出して虫干ししようと思うの。
Roger that. I'll haul him outside. Following Kyoko-san's direction, a stack piled after pile of books up on the courtyard. Umi helped out too, clutching one book in her arms at a time. They really were all old, dusty too. Do you suppose any of these are valuable? Looking over them as they aired out, I noticed some characters of their covers that aren't even used in modern Japanese. If we had an appraiser take a look at them, they might find something worth a ton.
残念だけど、そんな値打ちはないと思うわよ。ただ古いだけのこの島の記録、歴史的価値もない日記みたいなものよ。
That's a shame. But in that case, why do you suppose she kept all these worthless books piled up in here?
骨董品の基本はガラクタよ。その中に常人は興味を持たないものを収集する人が価値を見出すの。
I get it. That was her hobby.
道楽よ。
Stuff that's valuable to a hobbyist can end up being a nuisance to everyone else. Heave ho! Phew! Alright. Is that all of them for now?
そうね。手伝ってくれてありがとう。
Anything else I can do?
あとはまだいいわ。空いたスペースをどう使うかじっくり考えたいし。
Oh, well, if anything at all comes up with I can help with, just let me know.
その時はお願いね。
My first take as the shed was over in about a half an hour. Does she really need me here? Alright, Umi, let's make lunch. It's pretty much my only obligation at this point.
チャーハン
No, I need to prepare a bit more before I try that again. Today I thought I'd go with something summery and make some cold noodles.
作る
Well, I'll just be boiling them according to the instructions on the package, really. It's not all that different from making instant noodle. Or so I thought. It's done!
5点
An unexpected record low score. But since I overboiled them, I was definitely to blame. I seriously can't even handle boiling noodles.
うまい
Being good at cooking was absolutely a must for a good relationship.
恋人いるの
No, I mean, I go to an all-boys school, so, you know. Making excuses to a little kid, talk about uncool.
どんまい
She patted me on the shoulder. To think the day would come that I'd be comforted by a little girl. After lunch, I peeked into the living room and found Umi taking a nap. You know what this reminded me of? Him hanging out with Umi for the churro. It reminded me of Kulanad churro. With Okazaki hanging out with his kid. They kind of remind me of that. She seemed uncomfortably hot, her forehead dripping with sweat. I should do something about this. With no better option available, I brought over a handheld fan and blew cool air in her direction. How's that? Nice and cool? Her brow unfurrowed just a bit. Excuse me. Looks like she cooled off, more or less. Cool, right? Thought so. I was a bit happy. I wasn't sure why, but I felt really satisfied. Had no idea I liked kids so much. I found a new side of myself. Whoa, what a huge cloud. The cicada's cries, instantly. What is that? Incessantly. With a clear blue sky at their backdrop. But in spite of the noise, I felt a mysterious sense of quiet. Maybe it was because the insect cries were all I could hear. Sure, it's the countryside. A tranquil summer like this might not be so bad.
わかる
Suddenly, I heard Umi mutter to herself. I looked back over to her, but her eyes were still shut. Sleep talking, huh? A tear was pulling around the corner of her eye. It grew larger and larger, finally trailing down her cheek. She must be dreaming about her mother. She really is lonely, all alone on this island. Speaking of which, I wonder why she came here all alone. Kyoko-san here to look after her and all, but where are her parents living? I really don't know anything. I came to realize once again just how little I knew about Umi's life. Well, we only met 5 days ago. We'll get to know each other more from here on out, like it or not. Perhaps because the breeze felt nice, Umi was lightly, peacefully snoring before I knew it. The tear on her cheek had dried up too. Sure looks comfy.
あら、海ちゃん寝ちゃったの？
Kyoko-san walked in. Must be nap time.
仰いであげてたの。優しいのね。
I'm a ladies' man after all.
じゃあ、私にも優しくしてね。
But of course.
大変でしょ？変わるわよ。
But Kyoko-san, don't you have to work on the shed?
ちょっと気分転換がしたいのよ。
That's so. I'll take you up on that then. There's something I want to go do too.
あら、聞いてもいいことかしら？
Fried rice. You want to learn to make fried rice? I circled the island on my partner the cub, searching for Shiroha. But finding her didn't prove to be easy. I knew that her name was Naruse Shiroha. Given that, I could just ask the islanders where the Naruse household was. But if I barged into her house uninvited, I'm sure I'd hear a certain word again. Duskoi, that is. As such, my only hope was to bump into her outside by coincidence. I was sure that was the right way to do it. But man, she really nowhere to be found, huh? I've been around the whole island 3 times. I guess if she was shut up in her house, I'd never find her no matter how much I drove around. Thinking about it rationally, I was really betting on a long shot. As if anyone would walk under the blazing sun like this for kicks.
いい天気だぜ抜き火よで
Tonight from the broadcast location. I'll just go ahead and ignore that. Guess I'll give it one more go. I pressed the accelerator and sped off on the cub. Later. Can't find her. I came to the conclusion that there was no way I'd meet her by coincidence. On a similar note, the cub has run out of gas. Clatter clatter. Pushing a bike around in direct sunlight like this might not end well. But on the bright side, I now know how far I can travel on a full tank of gas. I won't let this happen again. Huh? Surprisingly, I saw a figure in the distance. At a precarious rocky area where people didn't really go often. That's... Huzzah for coincidence! She sat absent-mindedly in the shadow of the walk wall, her hair fluttering in the sea breeze. I wasn't trying to sneak up on her or anything, but the waves were loud enough that she didn't notice me approach. I felt kinda awkward. I moved a bit closer. Yet still, she didn't notice me. Could it be that she actually noticed and was just ignoring me? That break my heart, so let's not think about the possibility. I sat down next to her. The sky was blue. Giant clouds drifted leisurely overhead. I sat there and let time flow on by. It feels peaceful. I spoke without thinking.
誰かいた
You finally noticed me, huh?
ってまた
My name's Takahara Hairi.
私にあまり構わない方がいいから。
I have a question.
それ、私じゃなくてもいいと思う。
Nah, Nomiki said you're the best person to ask.
飲みき一番って
How to make delicious fried rice. So, you remember the kid who was with me back at the pool?
確か牛
Close. Her name's Umi. She really wants to eat fried rice, but I just can't seem to make it right. So I want you to teach me.
まず中華鍋
Right, and how about if I don't have one of those?
無理
The blind devotion these Islanders have for walks is really killing me here. I was told to get a frying pan as hot as possible, but I haven't heard anything past that point.
うん
I don't care if it's just a little trick or whatever. Isn't there anything you can teach me?
冷やご飯
Chilled? The rice should be cold?
水で洗ってからよく水気を切って
Wash chilled rice. Okay. Got it. I'll give it a try.
教えたからもうここに来ないで
Wait, what? Wash it in cold water. With those words, she turned her back on me. Am I bothering you?
迷惑
She walked away. Conversation over, I guess. Guess she sorta hates me, huh? It hit me surprisingly hard. It's not like we're particularly well acquainted or anything, so I wonder why she dislikes me that intensely. But she did teach me about fried rice, one way or another. I'm positive she's not a bad person. Plus, she didn't say Deskoy at all today. I grasped onto that little bit of consolation, taking it as a sign that I was making progress with her. A little while after I parted with Shiroha, I pushed the cub along, serenaded by a chorus of cicadas. Hot. I decided to take a quick break, wiping fruitlessly at the endless torrent of sweat pouring on from my brow. The road I was walking alongside was right next to the ocean, but it felt really nice if I jumped in. Suddenly, I noticed a person, presumably an islander, praying at some sort of altar just a little ways off the path. It almost looked like it was one of those little Buddha statues, but it was way too square. A monument? I was sort of curious, so I decided to go take a look. Oh! This place! This is where we met. This is Shiki. That's her gravestone. Hello.
こんにちは島の外の方ですね
Hey, is this a reflection blue thing? Oh my god. If that says Shiki, oh. I might cry. I won't cry. I'll be strong for her. Yeah, I'm staying at the Kato's family house.
じゃあ加藤のおばあちゃんのこの度はご愁傷様です
Nah, I mean, thanks. So, what's this stone? Is it a grave?
これですか鎮魂碑です150年くらい前に
Oh!
この島を守ってくれた鬼の
Oh my god! It's Shiki! It's Shiki! Oh, best girl! Dedicated to the Oni who protected this island. And Oni? Guess it must be some old folktale.
鬼といってもまだ成人もしていない女の子でね海賊のふりをして島の人を山に追い立てて津波から逃がしてくれたんです鬼姫だ食い殺されたくなければ遠くへ逃げろって言って
Damn. Shiki.
今鳥城島に島民がいるのは鬼姫さんのおかげなんですよ
I didn't know this island had a colorful of history. I took a closer look at the monument. There was a rice ball sitting in front of it, an offering, I guess.
おむすびが好きだったそうですよ
Omusubi. Like specifically, not just rice balls.
はいおむすびです
As far as I know, they're exactly the same thing. But I guess there's probably some technicality to nitpick in the phrasing somewhere. In any case, I figure I might as well offer a prayer as well. If the tale of Onihime is true, then she's the savior of the Kato bloodline, and by extension, of Umi and me.
ありがとうまた来てあげてください
Will do. I give the island a quick bow and left the monument. Because even Thailand islands have their fair share of folklore. Dang, dude, Shiki appearance. I love that. I'm home. When I got back, I found Umi waiting anxiously for me. You awake? Something happened?
いなくなってたから
Yeah, I had a bit of an errand to get done. Took longer than I expected because I got distracted though. You didn't ask
う
Kyoko-san?
ん京子さんもいなかった
Oh, I see. As the sun set and it cooled down, she probably went back to the shed. Sorry about that. Guess you were lonely?
平気慣れてるから
Used to loneliness. Isn't that something a little kid like her should have to say? Even I knew just how wrong that was. She's been calling out for her mother in her sleep. I never touched on the topic of her parents. Maybe she came to this island to run away for the summer too. Could it be why she was always watching other people's expressions so closely? Umi?
ん
Alright, tonight's the night I make some real good fried rice for dinner, for sure.
本当
Yeah, I learned a few tricks. Feel free to get your expectations up. That night, return of the comeback fried rice.
11点
Alright, made it into double digits. He's so stupid. Yeah, double digits, yeah! But man, still, just 11?
パラパラなだけ味しない
When she put it that way, it was true. I hadn't gotten any advice on the seasoning. Looks like I still have a long way to go. I wonder how I want to make my fried rice. I gotta think about it now. Damn, July 30th. At night, I made 2 servings of food. One of them is my portion. The other is for my dad. I put it on a plate and cover it with plastic wrap. I eat alone, wash my dish, and do my homework. Then I take a bath and get ready for bed. I crawl into my futon and close my eyes. A while later, I hear the front door open. Dad's home. But he doesn't say a word. I can hear his slow, tired footsteps. Just like always. I hear him set a plastic bag down on the table. I'm sure it's snacking alcohol from the convenience store. Just like always. So I stay where I am and try to sleep. By the time I wake up in the morning, I'm alone again. I go to the kitchen. The food I left on the counter hasn't been touched. What? So I put it in the microwave. Wait for 2 minutes. And breakfast is ready. Just like always. Damn, dude. Umi. She got a sad ass story. The day began with radio calisthenics. It's completely part of my routine now.
第3の体操次回筋の鍛錬
Auricular muscles. His ears were moving. Oh, that's cool as hell. You know, I know some people that could do that. They could twitch your ear. They could twitch something else. Their nose, was it? I know you could twitch your chest too. A lot of people could do that. There was something really hard people could twitch. Was it their nose? I think it was their nose. I think it was their nose. I don't remember. Maybe it's the nose.
ピクピクピクピクピク
Well, they could do that. I can't do that. Everyone else's ears were moving too. Wait, ears can move like that?
ピクピクピクピクピク
Not you too, Umi. Alright, my turn. I'll take on any challenge. But what are you supposed to do to move your ears? I try focusing on the hinge of my jaw. Since the ears are so close to there. Piku, 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 piku. Oh, they moved. Yet another personal discovery.
おー
Umi was staring at something. I follow her gaze to find Tsumugi and Shizuku, clad in their cat and cow pajamas as usual.
おびゅーピクピクピクピクピクピクピクピク
Oh, Oh man, I love these two. They're so good together, dude. Right? They're so good together. It's kind of sad in the Shizuku route. No more Tsumugi. But Tsumugi is all three. Forever and ever. Their pajamas' ears were moving. Wow. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. That's funny. They're like the funniest characters probably in this series. For Summer Pockets, Shizuku and Tsumugi. That two dynamic, they have really good chemistry with each other. They're funnier than Numiki and Ryochi, but they're up there too. The radio calisthenics ended, and I received my stamp along with a bunch of scallops. Pretty big ones too.
ログインボーナス
Huh. Login bonus?
来たらもらえるの
Huh. So that's the thing that people say these days. I was familiar with that expression. Dang, dude, you don't play gacha games. Later at breakfast. No! The scallops! This time I was positive I didn't need to use oil and threw the scallops straight into the grilling grate. You gotta use oil for everything, man. Everything. Every time you fry something, you gotta use oil. They won't open it up like I thought they would, so I tried to flip them with a chopstick, only to accidentally spill their juices all over the grill. The Kato family DNA is truly a thing to be feared. It's okay. So, hey, Kyoka-san, about today's shed cleanup.
今日は大丈夫よ。
She shot my offer to help down in an instant. Though I saw it coming a mile away. Umi was looking at me, making a face that told me she had something to say. So, wanna go somewhere?
うん
She nodded immediately. Alright. A bunch of kids were gathered outside of the candy store. They looked like they were roughly Umi's age. What do you think? Wanna join them?
え
She shook her head violently. Guess that's a no. Wouldn't playing with a bunch of kids your age be more fun than hanging out with me?
うん
An absolute ambiguous rejection. Is she feeling shy? I mean, she's always shy, but you know. She's sticking to me to the same extent she's avoiding everyone else. Well, no need to push yourself, I guess.
うん
Alright, wanna go check out the beach next?
うん
I figured somewhere with less people would be best, so I brought us to the outskirts of the island. Oh, fuck. My abs. Well, it's not my abs, my core. Every Friday, I do core workouts, so I'm still sore from Friday. There, we found a girl on her own, fishing apparently. It's Shiroha.
うん
Umi nodded firmly. She was out here yesterday too, so I figured she must be fond of this place. Still though, I'm surprised a girl like her likes fishing. Maybe everyone who grows up on an island ends up like that. Shiro was spacing out, as I come to expect from her. She stared into space with a vacant expression while dangling her fishing line into the water. Her eyes faced the vast, limitless ocean horizon. I decided to approach her, and she didn't notice. Umi followed along behind me. Shiro didn't see us. I squatted down next to her. Yep, still nothing. Umi sat down beside me too. Still, nothing happened. Time slowly flowed on by. There was a lull in the rays, and still no sign of any fish. It was quiet. I felt like the sound of waves was washing my heart clean. So peaceful.
うわ、また。
こんにちは
しかも増えてる。小さい子までいるし。
うん
Umi looked a bit shocked to be called a little kid. So, you like fishing, Shira?
島の人間なら誰だってする。
I knew it. So, what you fishing for?
なんでも
You're fine with anything, huh?
釣れれば。
釣れてる
I took a peek into the bucket at her feet. It was half full of water and nothing else.
今日は潮の具合が良くないだけだし。
She made up an unconvincing excuse. What do you do if you catch one?
食べる。
それが礼儀だし。
That sure was fisherman-like of her to say. I wonder if she's pretty good at this. Just then, the fishing float had been bobbing peacefully on the surface when suddenly yanked underwater.
引いてる。
ヒット。
Shira's eyes glinted sharply. They were the eyes of a fisher. No, a hunter. I didn't know she had this sort of side to her. She pulled on the fishing rod. Watching her skillfully reel and catch was quite the sight. It was a dark purple floppy-looking object. Probably a sea slug.
食べるの？
礼儀だし。
Oh, it's not good to force yourself.
アメフラシは珍味だし、1時間くらい煮込めばアワビみたいになるといいな。
What? Wishful thinking, huh? Can I borrow your fishing rod? I can fish something for you to eat instead.
アメフラシは？
We'll release it. I chuck it back into the ocean.
鳥城の海を舐めない方がいいと思う。素人が簡単に釣れるような塩じゃないし。
Shira sulkily handed me the fishing rod. By the way, what are you using for bait?
これ
She opened a Tupperware container that was on the ground at her feet. Get! A bunch of little caterpillar-looking insects were squirming around in it.
つけてあげようか？
Please do.
はい、つけたよ。
Thanks.
本当に釣りできるの？
Nah, I never really tried before.
え？
Shira tilted her head in confusion as I glanced over my shoulder, casting line out into the ocean. I thought a gamble on beginner's luck, you know? Whoa, got one!
嘘。
Yes way. I fished up a pretty sizable mackerel. Whoop.
プロ。
Nope, a beginner. Amy was standing right next to me, staring at the fishing rod. Wanna give it a try?
うん。
You okay with that?
そううまくはいかないし。
New experiences are always good. Umi took the fishing rod and baited the hook on her own. You're okay with the bugs, huh?
慣れてる。
She faced the ocean, the spitting image of a fully fledged hunter. Without a wasted moment, she cast her line into the waves.
素人の技。
Her technique was enough to startle Shiroha, apparently. Instantly, the float was dragged underwater.
ヒット！
え、嘘。
Yes, way again! Umi pulled a mackerel even bigger than the one I caught.
釣れた。
神。
海です。
For some reason, she reintroduced herself. You can eat these no problem, right?
待ってて。
Shiro pulled something out of her bag. It was a set of cooking utensils. You're gonna cook it right here?
釣りたてが一番美味しいから。
She actually started cleaning the fish right then and there.
一匹はお刺身に。
Before I knew it, the fish was carved into a perfect sashimi platter.
もう一匹は焼く。
She skillfully gutted the fish, salted it, and started grilling it on a portable burner, like people use for camping. Dang, like Monster Hunter. Soon the delectable aroma of grilled fish filled the vicinity. That looks delicious. As a final touch, Shiroha squeezed some juice from the sudachi, a type of citrus fruit, onto the fish.
できた。食べる？
You don't mind?
あなたたちが釣った魚だし。
Umi was staring straight at the sashimi and grilled fish, her eyes wide. Alright, there's a rare chance, so let's eat them together.
私もいいの？
You don't mind, right?
うん。いい。
Umi gave a big nod, a serious expression on her face.
じゃあ、いただきます。
The three of us began to eat. Whoa, the sashimi crazy's crisp.
釣りたてだもの。
半分。半分。半分。
Umi dug into the grilled fish. Is it tasty, Umi?
95点。
An outrageously high score. To think my personal record was 11. Alright, let's see what a 95-point grilled fish tastes like. I took a bite too. Excuse me. It was delicious beyond words. Freshly caught fish meat, really soft and tender, isn't it? And the sudachi takes it to another level.
口にあったのならよかった。
Umi stared at the two of us as she just noticed something. Umi, what's up?
家族でご飯。
え、家族？
うん。一家団らんみたい。
Can you really call catching a fish and grilling it on the spot a get-together? And wait, I'm not even close to an age where I could have a kid. Umi peeked over at Shiroha. Shiroha did the same to her. Then Shiroha looked away, seemingly at a loss.
一家団らんとかよくわからない。うちは両親がいないから。
Huh? That was a pretty shocking way to say it. I didn't really know what to say. Shiroha didn't seem to particularly care about my bewilderment. Even so, it felt like the surrounding air had grown heavy. Maybe I was overthinking things though. By the way, I tried to change the subject, but it was super awkward about it.
何？
Why are you wearing your uniform? Are you heading to your school club after this? I was hoping to lighten up the atmosphere, but it just got darker and heavier than before. What happened? I think I must have asked something that I really shouldn't have touched on. There it got even tenser.
そろそろ帰る。
With perfect timing, Umi broke the stifling silence. Right. Shall we then? Taking advantage of the opening, I followed up on Umi's request.
帰る。
Well then, thanks for the fish, Shiroha.
さよなら。さよなら。
Just before we parted, Umi looked back at Shiroha and her fishing rod as if she was reluctant to leave them. I think she might have actually wanted to stay and fish with Shiroha for a while longer. But she noticed the heavy atmosphere hanging around Shiroha's head and decided we should give her some space. She was perceptive beyond her years, but there was something about that perceptiveness that struck me as a bit sad. Hey, you sure you didn't want to stick around and hang out a bit longer?
平気。
You're still a kid, you know. It's okay to be honest about the stuff you want to do. Kids shouldn't have to hold back. Umi nodded weakly, but didn't say much else after that. Can't sleep. That night was one of the rare ones where I couldn't quite fall asleep. I rolled up myself in the futons and shut my eyes, but felt no sign I'd be able to drift off anytime soon. Tossed, turned. Far from helping me sleep, my tossing and turning actually made me feel even more clear-headed. This isn't going anywhere. I gave up and decided to go out for a walk. Just how many bugs are there out here? It sounded like they were coming from absolutely everywhere, including up above me. I couldn't see them, but at the very least, there must have been a ton of chirping all over the ground. I had to wonder if they could sound like their voices would come from the sky too. It was sort of mysterious. The magic of the countryside, I guess. When I looked up, it was a pitch black night sky was filled to capacity with twinkling stars. The cries of insects melded with the faint sound of the waves. I thought night would be quiet in the countryside, but there's actually all sorts of stuff to hear out here. In another sense though, it was really quiet. I couldn't even hear a single man-made noise. Every last chirp and rustle I heard was produced by a natural world. Maybe that's why I didn't feel as noisy as the city does at nighttime. The many noises of the countryside gently enveloped me and lifted my spirits. Oh, and the stars certainly were pretty. It was crazy dark, even in the middle of the town. It was so dark that when I passed through a side street with no lighting, I was honestly worried I'd trip over something. It's kind of fun though. I felt like I was a bit on an adventure. The night wind was cool and pleasant too. Coming out here was a good call. Itchy, stupid mosquitoes. Huh? Returning home after enjoying a brief nighttime stroll, I found Kyoko-san waiting in front of the entryway. Kyoko-san, is something wrong? I hope I didn't worry her by going out without letting her know.
ハイリ君、一人？
Yeah, sorry. I sort of went out to feel the night breeze. Wait, alone? Why do you ask?
海ちゃんがいないのよ。
What?
どうしよう。こんな暗いところで小さい子が迷子になったら。
I was just walking around a minute ago, so I knew very well. All it took was one wrong turn to end up in pitch darkness. Dark enough that even scared me a bit. I go look for her. Kyoko-san, you should ask anyone you know nearby to help us. Even just one person can make a difference.
自治会の人に相談してくるわ。
No, Miki. I rode around a nearby area on the cub. To be honest, I thought the whole thing was a huge pain. But I couldn't just abandon her. The country road were so empty that I'd be able to see her, even from my motorcycle. Plus, she's just a kid. I knew she couldn't have gone far, considering those short little legs of hers. There were only so many places she could be. But in spite of that, I couldn't seem to find her. Where the hell did you go? A child walking pace, in this darkness, at that. Could she have wandered off the road and gotten lost? It could be dangerous out there. Plus, countryside or not, there could be dangerous people around. Umi's little and cute, so someone could have very well targeted her. The more I thought about it, the more I worked myself into a panic. Oi! Umi! Where are you? I shouted from the top of the bike. I was losing my composure and didn't even care about bothering the neighbors in the middle of the night. Where could she go at a time of night? Suddenly, I thought about where she'd gone earlier that day. The place where we went fishing. Umi looked so reluctant when we parted with Shiroha. Could she have gone back there? At this time of night? No, even if there's the smallest chance she's there, I have to go check. Though it's itchy. Yeah. Yeah, my throat's itchy. I had been talking for quite a long time. Like I said, I was streaming Ume Musume before I started Summer Pocket. After all, that hunch was the only clue I had left. It gave a completely different impression at night than it had during the daytime. The light of the moon dyed the water's surface a striking blue. It felt like I wandered into some other world. Umi? There, enveloped in moonlight and the sound of waves, stood Umi, her back turned to me. She must have heard me mumble her name and slowly to face me. She was holding a letter. It was probably the same one she's been reading before. She waited there, holding it to her chest with both hands, as if it was incredibly precious to her. So, this is where you've been.
お父さん
No, I'm not your dad.
うん
Do you want to go see your dad?
うん
Umi shook her head.
お父さんは忙しいから
I bet he's always off at work, right?
うんお父さん昔に話してくれた
Yeah?
昔たくさん頑張ったことがあるけど失敗したってそこから逃げてしまったのを後悔していた
Running away? I felt a pain in my chest. I basically came here to run away too, after all. I was on a huge winning streak in my swimming club, but then I screwed up at the worst time. Didn't help by kindness of my teammate offering me was stifling. And before I knew it, I ran away from the club. Ran away from school. Run wild. Got suspended. Given up by my parents. Left with nowhere to belong. And so, even now, I'm still running.
私も逃げた
As I stood there, unable to reply, Umi muttered.
優しくしてくれた人もいたのに心配してくれた人もいたのに逃げただからここにいる謝りたいのにもう謝れない
I didn't really know what she was talking about. Not about her regrets or who she wanted to say what to. But even so, I had to say something. I wanted to comfort the little girl in front of me. But what could I, who ran away as well, possibly say to her? No matter what I said, I'd just be making up excuses for my own behavior. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to say anything. All I could do was stand there. I clenched my hand into a fist. But then the fist was surrounded by warmth. Huh? Umi had wrapped her tiny hands around mine.
もう逃げたくない。
Umi. Ah, damn it. There were the words I wanted to say more than anything else. Those clumsy, absurd words, utterly plain and devoid of deceit. They were my hope, my desire. Words I felt like I could cling on to, no matter what. Yeah, that's right. And so they resounded piercingly within me. And so I nodded with all my might. I don't want to run away from summer anymore. I took Umi's hand too, wrapping it firmly within my own. Let's go home. Kyoko-san's worried.
うん。
We walked back to the place. I parked the cub. Why'd you go out at night anyway? The question suddenly struck
お
me.
父さんいなかったから。
Don't call me dad. Wait, really? You were searching for me?
うん。
Didn't see that coming. I guess this was all my fault. But why would you do that?
逃げたくないから。
I didn't understand.
一緒にいてほしい。
Okay. I didn't really get it, but I guess to her, being with me is the same as not running away. Umi was, as always, a mystery. Actually, I get the feeling that the more I learn about her, the less I understand. You think Umi is his daughter for the future? We did see time travel with Shiki, right? So time travel is possible. But she went to the future to go back to the past. I guess time travel is possible. I don't know. It's hard to tell. She has gray eyes and pink hair. Like, she doesn't look like anybody. Who? Who has gray eyes? Oh, maybe she does have almond eyes. Maybe. But pink hair. Ooh. Shiki's a new character, so she doesn't count. Maybe. I don't know. In spite of that, it felt like I was closer to her in that moment than I ever had been before. Come on. Dude, you know what would be a twist? What if Heidi's not actually the dad? What if she just call him dad for no fucking
お
reason?
父さんいなかったから。
Right. I don't know. That'd be a twist for sure. But it's kind of hard to ignore that fact. She always call him dad. And she does look at Shiroha. So I still don't see it though, to be honest. They don't look anything alike. Maybe their current personality, sure. Her last name is Kato. His last name is Takahara. Her last name is Naruse. Her last name is Misaki. Man, this is getting confusing. Alright, let's just go. I held my hand out to Umi. She grasped it tightly. Ah, everyone's here. Kyoko-san and a bunch of islanders were gathered in front of the house. Ryochi, Tenzin, Nomiki, and even Ao were all there.
高原帰ってきたか。
Everyone rushed over. We really kept them raiding. Before I knew it, we were completely surrounded by people. Surrounded by their warmth, which felt like it could melt away the night itself. It seemed Umi realized how blessed we were too.
心配かけてごめんなさい。
Umi looked everyone straight on and bowed her head. We all beamed as we watched over her.
無事だったならいいのよ。
何もない島にはなかなかの刺激だった。
俺の活躍する場がなくなっちまったぜ。
あんたはなんで脱いでんのよ。
かすかな月明かり、星明かりが肌に照り返って目立つだろ。どうして撃った？人助けだろ？
濡れた方がより照り返るだろ。
なるほど。じゃあもう一発頼む。
Oh god. Everyone burst into laughter. Now, no one's got angry or tried to blame Umi or anything of the sort. It just felt natural. No one was holding back. That's why Umi and I could honestly accept everyone's feeling. Thanks for coming out for Umi, everyone. I bowed to everyone too. Umi bowed once more beside me. For the first time, I was just a little bit glad that I came here. Yeah, this island is really special, dude. This character cast is really special. I like how everyone's genuinely nice. It's kind of rare in an anime to find everyone genuinely nice. It's really good. I like that. I think the last time you see it is Little Busters, maybe. I don't have a mom. I don't know how her voice sounded. Damn, dude, this feels so much like Clannad, doesn't it? Right, because Nagisa, she never met her daughter. Because, you know, when she gave birth, that was it. She exchanged her life for her daughter. Dang. This is like everything. That's what Summer Pockets kind of feel like. It feels like a little bit of Little Busters, a little bit of Cult. Like all the friendship stuff reminds me of Little Busters. The Cult reminds me of Rewrite. And now this True Route is reminding me of Clannad True Route. I don't know what she looked like. When I was little, I asked my dad about her. I wonder what kind of face he made. I can't remember anymore. But it was a special I've never seen him make before. That much is all I'm sure of. I muster up all my courage and ask, are there any pictures left of her? My dad looked away as he told me that he'd thrown them all away. Damn. Whatever I just dreamed, it left a really bad taste in my mouth. I was down in the dumps. Umi words from the night before was still eating away at me. Running away, huh? I'm sure I'm still running away, even now. And more than likely, Umi's been working harder than me. We followed our morning radio calisthenic routine to receive a watermelon as our login bonus. We went home, had breakfast, and just like that, I was totally out of things to do. Kyoko-san, about the shed cleanup.
ごめんなさい。今細かい数を数える作業をしてるから、一人の方が都合がいいの。
Gotcha. Still no work for me then. The TV had 4 channels. One of those channels broadcast the same exercise program every single day. Umi was absent-mindedly watching said program. But I mean, come on, she's an elementary schooler on summer vacation. It would be such a shame for her to waste a whole vacation without making any fun summer memories. So, hey, is there anything you want to do?
やりたいこと？
We came all the way out to this island, so let's make some summer memories.
やりたいこと。
I still can't help out in the shed, so my schedule's wide open. But if there's anything I can help with, just say the word. The sympathy I felt for Umi last night was probably motivating my words. Hey, if... Wait a minute. If we don't know who the hell is Umi's mom, doesn't that mean it's ambiguous? It could be anybody? Even I?
ハイリさん、あなたのノリの良さ、嫌いではありません。
Oh. Maybe. That'd be awesome. Dude, that'd be so fucking crazy. The twist. I's the mom. I like that. Damn, dude. The sympathy I felt for Umi last night was probably motivating my words. It must have seemed pretty out of character for me, though, since Umi stared at me for a moment with her eyes wide.
お母さん、
After thinking for a moment, she said one word. You want to... Mom?
うん、
I had absolutely no clue what she meant. Like, playing house? I think I'm a bit old to play your kid, though.
違う。
That's not it, huh? Thank
お
God.
母さんと一緒に したいことある。
Dang, you think it's Shiroha? Something you want to do with your mom, huh? Not really sure I can help with that one. Alright, then how about we have Kyoko-san call up your mom and ask her to come to the island? Umi shook her head. You don't want to?
ない。
Gone?
いない。お母さん、もう、いない。
Oh. I definitely shouldn't have asked that. It was just like yesterday with Shiroha. There was way too many landmines strewn through the conversation. Gone. I wonder which way she meant it. Either divorce or she passed away. In any case, Umi wanted her mother. There must be something I can do for her. Want to search for one?
探す？
For someone who will become your mom.
お母さんになってもらうの？
It'd be fun to play family for a summer, right? I'll look for someone. It'd be like a more elaborate version of playing house. Even with just make-believe, if she could do whatever it was she wanted to do with her mother, it might clear away some of Umi's regrets. I thought back to the day before, to all those islanders who came together for Umi's sake, even in the middle of the night. I come to appreciate that everyone on this island was kind. There must be at least one person out there who would lend us a hand to grant Umi's wish, right? Alright, leave it to me.
うん。
Oh, he's gonna find her a mom. Now then, who to ask first? Oh, fuck. Yeah! I can pick! Yeah! Oh my gosh, she's a girl! Alright! That's right, I'll try asking her.
私が海ちゃんのお母さんに？
Yes. Am I asking too much?
そう。ハイリ君の言いたいことは分かったわ。私でよければ協力させてもらうわ。
Yes! Really? That's great. Umi, I brought someone who'll become your mother.
こんにちは。また会えて嬉しいわ。じゃあ、早速吸う？
What?
吸う？
Suck what?
おっぱいよ。
What?
私のおっぱいをこの子に吸わせてあげればいいんでしょ？
え？
恥ずかしがらなくてもいいのよ。しばらく離れていて、お母さんが恋しくなったのよね。
Hey, maybe asking someone with mother issues is not a good idea. Fuck. I didn't think this through.
だから、おっぱいが吸いたくなったと。
That's absolutely not what I said.
大丈夫。言わなくてもわかるから。
No, you really didn't.
もちろん、私のおっぱいはお乳は出ないわ。それでも、吸い心地は素晴らしいはずよ。
What the hell are you saying in front of a kid?
あら、子供だからお乳を吸うんじゃないの。さあ、右からにする？左からにする？
I would like the left, Oppai.
怖い。
Seriously, you're terrifying her.
まあ、照れてるのね。
She's shivering with fear. This is going to traumatize her. I should ask someone else. Aw. Hey. I guess I can ask our BFF Tsumugi. I just need a person for the job. But you become Umi's mother!
私が海さんのお母さんにですか？私でいいなら頑張ってみます。
Really? That's a huge help. I brought her mother back with me.
お母さんです。よろしくお願いします。
よろしく。
じゃあ、何をして遊びますか？
じゃあ、人形遊び？
いいですね。人形は好きですよ。
Tsumugi would make a good mom.
それで、人形は？
Doesn't Tsumugi have a lot of plushies and dolls? We don't have any in this house, do we?
こっち来て。
She beckoned. Me?
人形やって。
What? Me, a doll?
とても大きなお人形さんですね。むぎゅー。
Oh, I like that little pitter-patter step. It's like anime, but it's a visual novel. Tsumugi spread her arms wide and embraced me. Whoa, hey, there's a kid watching.
むにゅー。
Well, you too, Umi. I let myself being shoved by the two of them for some time. All this accomplished was adding another child into the picture. Tsumugi. Yeah, she is, Namiki? Kamome. Namiki? Kamome. Namiki? Kamome. Let's go with Namiki. I'm not really sure she's a good fit for the job, but I guess I could ask anyway.
何？私が母親に？
That's right. She doesn't have a mother either. Yeah, please. If it's okay, it's just an act.
本気で言ってるのか？
Absolutely.
正気か？
Most likely.
そうか。
What? Why are you pointing the hydro whatever at me? Ah, God, don't just shoot without saying a word.
冗談もほどほどにしろ。
Pretty sure that's my line. Yeah, I really can't count on her to play a motherly role. Dang, dude, she just shot me for no reason. Let's see. I guess let's finish up the childhood friends. It's Ryochi next. Having to get your sight of a certain person and pause. No, there's no way this could end well. Not to mention that I can't imagine I get a yes. But well, I guess it can't hurt to ask.
いいぞ。
Seriously? He was cool with it?
ひと夏の思い出と思えば、どんなことも熱かったせいで。
What? That's how it works? Well, counting on you.
任せろ。
I brought Ryochi straight over to the house. Umi, your new mother's here.
うっす。
She doesn't look satisfied.
大丈夫。そんなことすぐにどうでもよくなる。
Oh, he said take it off his shirt. What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
海パンになるんだがお海パンになってくれって言ったろ。
Out.
何をするお海パンだぞ。
Get out now. I expelled him from the house, still half naked. So, sorry. Damn it, Ryochi. Let's see Ao next. Ao seemed like she'd be good at taking care of people, and she played along with my jokes before. I figured she might go with it again this time. Alright, here goes nothing.
何を話って？
Oh, she got a theme song. You see, I want you to become a mother. I asked forcefully, hoping my passion would get through to her.
え？お母さん？
That's right, please. Just once is plenty.
一回だけって。本気で言ってるの？
Very much so.
優しくしてくれる？
Huh? I get the feeling something's been lost in translation here. You know what? On second thought, never mind. Sorry.
え、何よそれ？
It looked like things were going not very kid-friendly direction, so I politely shut down the conversation. I tried someone else. Oh, that's pretty funny. Damn. Hey, Tintin. Complete the childhood friend circle. Wait, him? No, that's just way too unreasonable. But I guess I might as well ask at least.
俺が母親に本気か。
Honestly, when you put it that way, it sounds insane to me too.
冷やかしか。
No, not at all. I'm serious. I went and said it.
ならばお前の本気を見せてもらおう。
How can I do that?
これだ。
He held out a ping pong paddle.
俺に勝てたら母親役をやってやる。
You will? Really?
卓球は嘘は言わん。
Right. I was asking about you though, not about ping pong.
俺は卓球だ。
He declared with incredible force. No clue what he meant though. Okay, let's play. For Umi's sake.
いい目だ。
I'm serious after all.
ならばこちらも礼を尽くそう。
He took off his glasses. What's your power level when you take off those glasses?
50% だ。
50%? Your serious sure has wide range, huh? Weren't you supposed to be mashing me? But I guess that works out in my favor, so whatever. I'll crush you. What the fuck? I acted all tough, but it was just talk. and a loss at that. This sucks. I wonder if she'd do it. She and Umi really hit it off after all. Umi really took an interest in that suitcase of hers too. Oh, Kamome! That's how it is. So, will you become a mother for her?
そう言われても、ハイリには私がお母さんになっても平気な年に見えるってことかな。
No, that's not what I meant.
じゃあどういうことなんだろうね。
Wait, are you angry?
全然怒ってなんてないよ。
Her smile was terrifying. Yeah, sorry.
謝ったっていうことはそう思ったっていうこと？
I'm so very, very sorry. Damn, she shut it down. Oh. Hey. I figured that Shiroha, who we fished, cooked, and ate with the day before, was our best bet.
また来た。
The moment she saw me, she put her guard up and glared. It's like I'm bothering her. But this is for Umi's sake. I can't back down. I figured that with her, being concise would be a long-winded explanation. Please, I need you to become a mother. Whoa, she ran away. Hey, wait, Shida! She ran away. Well, this is going terribly. I couldn't find anyone to play the role of her mother. Umi wished it would never be granted at this rate. And after I said to leave it to me too. This is pathetic. Family, huh? As far as I could tell, Umi was at her absolute happiest when we went fishing with Shiroha. Ask her one more time. She didn't really hear me out properly last time after all. I'll try explaining myself more clearly.
また来た。
She was on her guard. She was really on her guard. Look, please, just hear me out. I politely and fully explained Umi's situation to her. So, that's how it is. What do you think?
そう。お母さんがいないんだ。
She looked away, like she was thinking about something else. Now that I think about it, her mother, no, both her parents are gone too. Asking her this favor might have been really cruel of her. Me. Sorry, I was being insensitive.
ねえ、どうしてあなたがここまでしてるの？
Because I want to give Umi some good memories of the summer vacation. That's all I'm thinking about.
ほとんど会ったことのなかった親戚の子のために？どうして？
Well, she was staring straight at me. She wouldn't be satisfied with just lip service. It felt like that was she was telling me. She said she didn't want to run away.
逃げたくない？
I didn't ask what from or anything like that. All I know is that summer, she doesn't want to run away. I stumbled over my words for a moment and looked over at Shiroha. I came to this island to run away. A lot of bad stuff happened back in my hometown. I came here to forget about all of that. But then a tiny little punk like her went and said she didn't want to run away. That's why I want to help her. That's apparently something she wants to do with her mother, and she's not around anymore. But I want to grant that wish for her, for the sake of my own selfish satisfaction.
スイカバ
Huh? A watermelon bar?
ー、私が食べたい時に持ってきてほしい。
And if I do?
スイカバー分のお母さんをする。
Oh! Whoa!
そういう契約。それでどう？
Is that really okay?
私に何ができるかわからないけど、スイカバー分の仕事はする。
Thank you. I grasped her hand with both of mine. Umi looked so happy when we were all fishing together yesterday. I was sure you'd be the best person to play Okasa-san.
あの子のお母さん役するだけだし。だから、あなたが不必要に近づくことはないから。
Yeah, I get it.
わかってない。
She shook her hand free of mine. Oh, sorry. I was just so happy. I kind of just...
勘違いだけはしないでほしい。
Misunderstand? About what?
なんでもないし。それで、お母さん役っていつから？
Now. I brought Shiroha right over to the house. Rejoice, Umi! Shiroha says she will be your Okasan.
こんにちは。
What does Upi mean? What do you say when someone say hello to you? I don't get it. Umi's face was bright red and she seemed to be frozen solid. Oi! Umi! Could it be? She's nervous? Looks like she's really going into shy mode on us, huh? Looking closer, Shiroha's hands were clenched and trembling. Shiroha?
ハッピー
Are you nervous?
緊張なんてしてないし、ただ小さい子になんて言えばいいかわからないだけで。というか、あまり人と話しないから。
You talk a lot with me, though.
話っていうか、怒っただけだし。
Ah, those didn't count as conversations. News to me. Ouch. Loner versus shy girl, huh? Bochi! She does remind me of Bochi. Umi, there's something you want to do with your mom, right? She looked up at me, taken aback. Then she looked at Shiroha and hung her head. She silently clung to my leg. Is whatever she wants to do really that embarrassing?
私、どうしたら。
We'll be here all day at this rate. In the end, the rest of the day went by without Umi saying a single word. Night had thoroughly fallen. The hot air still remained from earlier in the day felt like it was clinging to my skin. Even without the sun to heat me up, I still got sweaty from just walking around.
わざわざ送ってくれなくてもいいのに。
But it's already dark out, so, you know.
結局、何も言わなかったね。
It really looked like there was something she wanted to say, though. That's exactly why I ended up Shiroha out so late. Sorry about that. You went so far out of your way, too.
それはいいけど、まだ続けるの？
If you're okay with it.
何をすればいいか困る。
I'll do something about it. I tried to ask her before, but, well, in any case, I'll think of something.
スイカバー、明日もらえる？
Yeah, I'll buy one for you.
じゃあ、その分の仕事はする。
Thanks. Asking Umi what she wants to do, huh? How should I go about this? The next day. Alright, yeah, my butt really hurts. I've been sitting like 5 hours. Probably longer, because I've been sitting all day before I even started streaming. So, I'm gonna call it a day. Anyway, that's GG's. Let's go back to the main menu. Really interested in seeing what direction they're gonna take. Definitely not true route vibe for sure, but we'll see how it goes. Appreciate everyone that stopped by. GG's. We'll play more Summer Pockets next time.